Some more Apple news. iPhone sales in China drop in May after recent rebound, but Apple still shows signs of resilience. So I'm not surprised, obviously, that they're still having some sales difficulty compared to the same period last year. Well, I mean, the world is very in a very unusual state as of right now. We're well aware. We don't need a recap on that. World recap 2020. What's been happening? Oh, I don't know. It's in the sidebar CNBC. Sheesh, I can't go anywhere. I go to Twitter trending. I'm getting slammed, Will. Starting to feel like it's looking bleak.
Strange times. Very, very strange.
Anyway, not on this show. I'll tell you what, the glass is half full on this show. We're gonna rise like a phoenix.
Very optimistic.
Who's the X-Men who rise like a phoenix? What's her name?
Jean.
Kirk had to get in on this right now.
Yeah.
Did you see that? He couldn't let the X-Men thing go. Yeah. And really, I knew it was Jean Grey, but I just want to see if I could get Kirk involved. Screaming Jean Grey back there, waving his hands around, shaking something. I don't know what he's up to. Yeah, it's a whole thing over there. Anyway, so I can't say that I'm surprised about these numbers. iPhone sales in China fell in May, showing signs of a weakening after Apple saw an initial rebound when the company reopened as the coronavirus outbreak eased. Over in China, it eased, you see, prior to coming to the rest of the world and not easing up as of yet. But here's the interesting thing for me. Other areas of the business grew, including spending on the App Store. You see that, Will? Well, of course, spending on the App Store. If you're one of these people, you have one of these phones, now you're chilling at home a little more. You crack into a few apps.
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Amazon.
I don't, does Uber, wait a second.
What?
The App Store doesn't earn any money if you are purchasing on Uber Eats.
No?
Wait a second. I mean, I know they get 30% of revenue generated through the app.
Yeah.
Uber Eats, no. Wait a second. We got to get to the bottom of this. Will, can you check, please, if the App Store earns money on the food apps? Like, I know on the subscription services, if I, for example, got the UFC application and I subscribe through iTunes, or was called iTunes at the time, if I subscribe through the App Store, then Apple gets their piece, their 30% cut. But I don't, on a food app, come on. Because then presumably it would be costing you substantially more to buy your food on an iPhone than an Android device, right? What's going on? I don't think it's built like that. Will's spreading disinformation here.
Illuminati.
Yeah, Will's in conspiracy land. No, they don't. They're making 30% on purchases made that they're processing through the Apple App Store. So for example, I'm using the UFC example here. Of course, there's other examples. UFC is a paid app subscription to their UFC.tv, it used to be called, but whatever it is, has the events and the inventory of old videos, and you pay a monthly fee. Now, rather than travel to their website, put in the credit card credentials, right within the iOS app, you can just click subscribe, at which point the billing takes place through Apple. And for that convenience, Apple then takes a 30% piece of that subscription as it recurs each time monthly. So UFC is sitting there saying, please come to our website. Don't subscribe this way. And there's been all kinds of arguments. It's going on right now with the developers conference, that email app. There's a huge discussion about the 30% number and whether or not developers are comfy with it. But there's been some uproar that they want that to be reconfigured. But anyways, outside of all that, you see an improvement in Apple's business. It means you're seeing an improvement in paid apps or in-app purchases. That's the key. And that's where they saw an increase, where was it? From 1.53 billion in April to 1.71 billion in May. That's those are dollars. Those are numbers. They're not small numbers. They are large numbers. I got Willie Doo going on that one. I got you going on that one, Will.
Yeah. Yeah.
$1.71 billion in app purchases. And this is one of the reasons the Apple stock, I don't know if you've looked at it, it's going up, man. Even in the face of all the things happening in the world, Apple still making moves, still getting votes. Never mind the 1 day. Give me the 1 month. Give me the 6 month. Give me the YTD, ladies and gentlemen, year to date. They're climbing up there. And part of it is the resilience in their business model and the fact that if you don't buy an iPhone, they'll still sell you an in-app purchase on a freemium game. Candy Crush, whatever. I don't know. You can spend a fortune in those things. People don't play that anymore, but you understand what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So anyways, they made up for it a little bit there. Presumably there'll be a rebound as the world emerges from everything that's going on and they sell a few more iPhones all over again with 20-watt chargers. Then the people come out of the woodwork. You understand? They were holding off purchasing a phone. They got 2 more watts on the charger. Today's the day.
The charger makes all the difference.
iPhone 12.